Anna Marie, it's good to see you. And I wanted to ask you, what did you have to share regarding your program and your workouts? Bearing in mind, we started a few months ago, which was the beginning of the summer, and now it's the beginning of fall. Would you like to share anything physical, tangible, emotional, spiritual, anything? Please, the floor is yours.
And I can, so the strength, but I can feel how that makes my body better balanced. So walking, my strides are longer, my legs are actually moving from the hips. I'm not forcing my knees, which are damaged, to make the step. It's a huge change. It's a huge change on the physical and mental and emotional, these different levels. So I think, oh yeah, and then another of the main things is when I bend down to pick up something or do reading in the garden or whatever, John was always bending from the waist, trying not to hurt my back, but and now we do a lot of squats, and I feel how my body will go into a squat much more easily, just like toddlers will go into a squat, I like to watch toddlers because that's another yeah. So anyway, I think that's the whole thing I wanted to say. Thanks very much.
Well, one of the things I want to say is give yourself a pat on the back. What you're talking about, for people who don't know, is the benefits of strength training, and then that's paralleled with learning or relearning movement in all anatomical directions. And your open-mindedness and your willingness and your honesty during our sessions and between our sessions, because communication is huge. I always follow up, and then you would let me know if you have any pain or discomfort, is what brought us to where we are today. So, when we first started, I asked if you are open-minded. You said yes. So we started to learn exercises that we move sideways, in a safe manner, of course. And then we did strength training. Now, if you remember, the body doesn't know what resistance is. So we use your body weight. We used the tube and the resistance band, and we also did a lot of unilateral exercises to adjust the muscle imbalances. But if I remember correctly, we have good days, better days, because the body was adjusting. And sometimes this is just, you're like an athlete. You have the idea that maybe more is better.
I feel like an athlete.
Yeah. So then you'd be like, Julio, I feel like this. And I asked, hey, Anna Marie, what did you do? Well, I did this. I hiked. I did. And I'm like, well, your body's adjusting. And it's like for everybody. But what I'm getting at is that you put in the time, and the most important thing that I always wanted to say, it's about frequency, right? And even if you do 5 minutes of the daily drill or, every other day, the body starts to remember that. And your physiological adaptation, the strength you're feeling, the difference in your balance, that did not happen overnight. We feel good when we do it, but now a couple of months later, and you also learn you're more efficient with the movements.
Yeah.
So sounds like what we are doing, as I promised, should and did transfer over to your daily activities.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. I'm very grateful. Yeah.
Would you say you feel somewhat empowered through physical activity?
Totally empowered. Yeah, I feel totally empowered. Just getting up, and my test is, can I get downstairs and go see a friend and go out for coffee? It's an old house. It's 2 flights of stairs. We're on the attic floor. It's a very narrow stairway. There's no handrail. It's very pitched, very steeply. And, I was like afraid for my life. I'd be stuck up here with a walker.
That's real talk. That's real talk. Yeah.
But that's not the case. And I can tell, the bad days, it's good that you mentioned those. I tend to be, the glass half full kind of person constantly, but it's good to be reminded, because when the glass is half empty, when I'm feeling terrible and can't move, that is a terrible feeling of disempower, total disempower.
Yeah.
And so, yes, I would say empowerment is a powerful feeling.